So here again I am here, the children, with the chapter 3, pair of linear equation in two variables. Pair of linear equations in two variables. Here we have already completed up to exercise 3.5, and I said you in the last video how to do the pair of linear equation of two variables by using the cross multiplication methods. Now we'll have the second last exercise, that is exercise 3.6. Before doing the exercise 3.6, here the new concepts is being involved, that is equations reducible to a pair of linear equations in two variables. What is this? What this topic is dealt with, and what to do with the next exercise. For this, here we'll begin with exercise 3.6. Here it is, we shall discuss the solution of each pairs of equations which are not linear. The equations, the situation it is given that would not follow what it was given you, the general format. Again and again I am telling you, whenever I begin with, I just will make you remind a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. We all are working with this is a general form of pair of linear equation in two variables. So definitely the questions would be given now, would be not in this format, will reduce in this format, and for that this topic is given, equations reducible to a pair of linear equations in two variables. Whatever the situations it is given, first target we will have to change in this format, and then we'll solve the equation. So let us begin with exercise 3.6. Let us see few questions. So I am just giving you the examples, and that will make you understand what in fact the topic is and how to do the questions on the exercise 3.6. So for exercise 3.6, as the idea I have given you before starting, see this 2 upon root x plus 3 upon root y is equals to 2, 4 upon root x minus 9 upon root y is equals to minus 1. So just I'm dealing with the second part of the question number 1. Question number 1, second part. The question is 2 upon root x plus 3 upon root y is equals to 2, and 4 upon root x minus 9 upon root y is equals to minus 1. What is happening, here, is this in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0, or a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0? Could you see this equation? This would obey the general form of the pair of linear equation in two variables. Your answer will be no. So what to do? Very first is our assignment to change this into a, reduce this into a this format. So for doing this, we'll here let 1 by root x is equals to suppose p, and 1 by root y is equals to q, that we have assumed. Now 1 by root x p, so this gives 2p, this gives 3q is equals to 2. Now you could see this plus c1, if it would come this side, minus 2 is equals to 0, and this would be 4p minus 9q is equals to minus 1. So now this is being reduced in this form. You will find out the value of p and q, and once we will have the value of p and q, we could find the value of x and y also. So here it is saying something, if something it is in this format, we will make the format. Now what to do with this equation? I am just solving this equation for you. So if we multiply this by 2, I am using here the elimination method. So this is 4p plus 6q is equals to 4. This is 4p already we have, minus 9q is equals to minus 1. So this is minus plus plus cancel. 15q is equals to 5. So the q is equals to 1 by 3. So q is equals to 1 by 3. What we have assumed, 1 by root y is equals to 1 by q. So it means what? 1 by root y is equals to 1 by 3. So root y is equals to what? 3. So y is equals to what? 9. Y is equals to what? 9. Y is equals to 9. It is obtained. Now once you have the value of y, we have the value of q, we could find out the value of p by using this one, 2p plus, for q what we have, 1 by 3. So 3 into 1 by 3 is equals to 2. So this cancel. 2p is equals to 1. So p is equals to 1 by 2. And what's for the p? This is 1 by root x is equals to 1 by 2. So x is equals to what? 4. So x is equals to 4 and y is equals to 9. This is the answer for second part of the question number 2. So I believe you all will do. So the rest question. So let us have few more discussions about few more questions of the question number 1, and then we'll go with the statement parts and we'll tell you how to make the equations for the questions. So third part, like in, you could see here, 4 by x plus 3y is equals to 14. And so for this you could assume, let x is equals to 1 by x is equals to, suppose p this is. So what it would be? It would be 4p now plus 3y is equals to 14. This is equation 1 you will have. Second is 3 by x. So this is 3p minus 4y is equals to 23. So this is equation 2. So from equation first and second, now use the elimination methods and find out the value of p. Once you will have the value of p, make it the reciprocal, you will have a value of x and value of y, you can find out easily. So I feel the concepts is being given to you all, and if you all know, if you all having a basic concepts, fundamental concepts, you definitely will not have problem here in first part of the question number 1. Shall I do something more for you all? Fourth, you will assume here 1 by x minus 1 is equals to p. Fifth, for fifth what you will do, just see, let me, so for fifth, just I am giving you some beginnings, how to begin the questions. 7x minus 2y upon it is xy is equals to 5. So what to do for this? 7x upon xy minus 2y upon xy is equals to 5 upon is equals to only 5. That it could be done. So it gives you 7 by y minus 2yx is equals to 5. Now you can assume the 1 by y, suppose p. So this is 7p minus 2q is equals to 5. This gives you equation 1. Next, you can do the same. This is 8x upon xy plus 7y upon xy is equals to 15. So x would be cancelled. 8 by y plus 7 by x is equals to 15. 1 by y, you all have assumed already p, so this is 8p plus 7q is equals to 15. So this would be equation 2. So by using this and this, you will have a value of p and q, and for p and q what it is being done here, 1 by y p it is let assuming, and 1 by x it is q, this is being assumed. So after doing all this, you will have the value of p and q, and once you will have a value of p and q, you could find out the value of x1 y by making it reciprocal. So probably you won't have any problem in question number 6. You can do Keep 6 this side, take this xy to the left side, so it would be divided and it would give in the same format. So finally, now I am leaving you all for the question number 1, and hopefully, I believe, I trust the concept is being delivered for the rest of the exercise. You all will do the questions. Now here is something where we need to make this all in the how to convert this into a situation. So I am just doing a question number 2. It has 3 parts. So the very first part, here it is given, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. So dear children, while it is done as statement questions on the pair of linear equation 2 variables, so we have few pattern that could be observed, that the questions it is being given on the basis of is this speed, distance. Now here it is upstream and downstream. It is based simply on the just distance and time, but you all need to understand what is happening. In fact, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours. What is the meaning of downstream and upstream, that you all need to understand. Whenever the questions is being dealt with the downstream and the upstream, it means it is something talking about the object, it is floating in a water. It is something about the flotation. So here in this case, the 2 type of speed would be involved here. Here let the speed of water, that is suppose x kilometer per hour, and let the speed of here object, here Ritu is rowing, so let the speed of Ritu, that would be y kilometer per hour. So speed of Ritu in downstream. You know what is this? In downstream, in fact, this would be x plus y kilometer per hour. X plus y kilometer per hour. See, what is the meaning of downstream? While any object it is rowing along with the stream, it's better to have let the speed of water, let the speed of a stream. So when you are flowing with the stream, definitely if you know how to swim, in swimming what is happening, if you are going with the current of the water, it supports you. It's very easy to swim with the flow of water. So that is only the meaning of downstream. So downstream means, so speed of Ritu in downstream, that would be a x plus y kilometer per hour, and a speed of Ritu in upstream. Up means it is against the stream. That you need to understand. It means what? X minus y kilometer per hour. Now if you know once this is giving you what? X plus y is equals to 20 kilometer in 2 hours, means distance divided by time. So this is x plus y is equals to 20 upon 2, that it is meaning of 10. And in downstream it is, so this is x minus y is equals to 4 upon 2, that is 2. So here in this question it is asking find her speed of rowing in still water and the speed of the current. Still water, so it means where there is no speed of the stream. In that case, that would be the speed of Ritu, right? Simply the speed of Ritu simply is a y kilometer per hour. It means the speed of Ritu in still water would be the y kilometer per hour. So this would be what? Y would be cancelled. 2x is equals to 12, x is equals to 6. So this 6 kilometer per hour is the speed of current, and 4 kilometer per hour would be the speed of Ritu in still water. So this is all about the first part. Now the second part. In second part it is 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days. That you need to understand the second part of the question. The second part of the question, this will give you second part of the question. This is, see, here it is given 2 women and 5 men. Suppose that you could understand this, the equation it is giving you 2 by x plus 5 by y is equals to 1 by 4, and the next one is 3 by x plus 6 by y is equals to 1 by 3. This situation will come to you and you will reduce this 1 by x and 1 by y and this 2p plus 5p. But let me explain this question, how this comes. This is saying that 2 women. So suppose x days is being taken. Here the condition is being made by this way. X days 2 women. 1 day 2 by x woman. Right? Same thing for main it will be taken y and it gives you 5y, and both when it combined complete in 4 days. So 4 days this. So in 1 day how much work would be completed? 1 by 4. So this is something related to the work and distance. And the last question I am just doing, third part of the question number 2, that you all need to understand how to make this third part. See what in this question is, Rohit travels 300 kilometers. Total distance traveled by Rohit is 300 kilometers. Okay, what is the next? It is saying that to her home partially by train, partially by bus. So we'll write here, let the distance traveled by, here let me read all the question. Rohit travels 300 kilometers to her home partially by train and partially by bus. Okay, she takes 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometers by train and remaining by the bus. So here distance traveled in the very first this is given, time is given 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometers by train. So here the distance traveled by train is given, how much? It is 60 kilometers. It means distance covered by bus, that was be what? 240 kilometers. Of course total distance it is covered by Rohit is 300 kilometers, so 60 kilometers if it is traveled by train, obviously by bus it would be traveled 240 kilometers. Now if the speed of train we have x kilometer, so what's the time would be taken by train? Yes, we have speed is equals to distance upon time. So time is equals to what? Distance upon speed. So the very first case, suppose we'll assume here, let the speed of the train is equals to x kilometer per hour. Let the speed of the bus y kilometer per hour. So what's the time being taken by train? 60 by x, and this is 240 by y. And how much time it is being taken? 4 hours. 4 hours. So this would be a first condition for you all. And what about the next? It is saying that if she travels 100 kilometers by the train, now it would be 100 upon x plus, yes, if 100 kilometers by train, then remaining would be 200. So this is 200 upon y. And this is saying that she takes 10 minutes longer. It means earlier it was taken by Rohi 4 hours, now it is 4 hours 10 minutes. It means 4 hours 10 minutes. This would be written in this way. So this would be cancelled, 25.6. So this would be a condition, and rest you all know how to do this. Now you will find out the speed of the train and the speed of the bus separately. So this is all about exercise 3.6. Thank you.